I did the first couple Arsis records, because back in those days I would have been considered like the sole songwriter for the band. So all of those initial ideas were all worked out on a cassette 4-track home recording studio. So same stuff I had been using since high school. That and some pretty ancient versions of like Finale for working out some of the harmonies and counterpoint. So nothing like too advanced as far as like the home recording front goes. And ever since We Are the Nightmare, that was the last record I really worked out on the 4-track. Ever since then, it's just been like a weird combination of some really basic recording programs mixed with my old DR550 drum machine that I've had since I was like 15 years old to work out ideas. But for this album, I really wanted to like kind of step it up, so to speak, because over the past decade, like home recording stuff has gotten like way cheaper. There's more literature available than ever on how to use this stuff, and like everybody knows how to make a decent sounding demo and or record at home. And I was like way behind the curve for many years. So I had some time off from touring and work last year when I was like really getting into the whole idea of doing a new Arsis album, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna like learn how to track myself properly. I'm gonna learn how to use a DI box. I'm gonna learn what a WAV file looks like. I'm gonna learn how to edit my own guitars, and it just made the whole writing process like a lot easier with everybody in Arsis, because at this point we all know how to record ourselves at home. So you know, whether I'm coming up with some initial ideas or Brandon or whatnot, it's just so much easier to swap ideas via the internet. Everything's all lined up to the same grid. We can trade ideas, record solos. Sean can put his own spin on the drums. Noah can put his own spin on the bass parts so easily via the internet, because physics really gets in the way of us being in the same room to hammer out music together. I live in Texas. Sean and Noah are on the West Coast. Brandon's in New Jersey, very close to New York City. So like just the logistics of us trying to get together to write is just very impractical. And we're not the only band in this situation. In fact, I'm sure it's like more common than not these days. So I think just the fact that we all kind of got on a similar page as far as like our home recording techniques, it just made getting the pre-production together for this record so much easier than it ever has been in the past.
Well, this was my first album writing for Arsis. When I came into the band, Unwelcome was already written, so I was only able to contribute solos. So my influence is new on this record. The big difference is that everyone in the band knows how to record now. Everybody learned how to record in that 5-year gap from Unwelcome. So we were able to build these songs remotely together from the ground up. Everyone was able to get their stamp on it and able to record their parts, and we were able to make more refined pre-production, more detailed, and just put more hours of work into the songwriting and make a more mature record.